Hi, my name is Maddie Childs and I'm a clarinetist with Music Mastery, and today I'm going to be reviewing some basic fundamentals in breath support and embouchure setup for tone production. And so the first important thing in tone production is making sure that you have a great breath support. And so in order to do that, you want to make sure, like I said in my previous fundamentals video, is that you have good posture. So you want to be sitting up nice and tall and your shoulders are relaxed. And when you take a breath, you want to have use of all of your lung capacity. So really take a breath and you want your stomach to kind of puff out like a balloon. And you want to make sure you take up as much air as you possibly can, because you want to be able to not have to take a breath for as long as you can when you're playing in your ensemble. So in order to help you warm up your breath support and your breath control, you can do a basic exercise for inhaling for 4 seconds, then breathing out for 8 seconds. And so it kind of goes like this. Inhale, exhale. And so that can really help you focus on controlling how much air you're using and also focusing your airstream so that you have a nice and thin airstream. And going forward with having a laser airstream, you want to make sure that your tongue is properly placed so that you can have a nice, thin, focused airstream. So you want your tongue to be raised kind of high, and you kind of want to say like a dee, 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 and that will help your air be focused so that it can vibrate the reed properly and you can get a nice full sound on your instrument. And that is also how you want to articulate, and doing the dee, dee, dee will help you keep your tongue in place and nice and close to your reed so that your articulation can come out nice and smoothly and you can articulate faster. And so you can kind of practice this just by saying dee, 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 and you will also want to practice this with the embouchure setup that I'm about to show you. And you can practice articulation exercises, just simple things like just tonguing, if you're playing your C, you can just kind of practice tonguing quarter notes, or you can do eighth notes, or eighth notes and quarters, so like 2 and 1. Or just like that, and you can do these on any note on your instrument, just a quick little tongue exercise to warm up your tonguing and making sure that it's set up properly. So the last thing I'm going to go over in this video is how to set up a proper embouchure. And this is kind of complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's nice and easy. So basically the clarinet embouchure is kind of like saying a R. It's kind of funny, but if you kind of say R, then you kind of have your face set up properly. So we'll get into that. So you want your chin to be nice and low and open and flat, and it kind of meets up with your bottom and your top lips kind of meet up and just nice and flat here. I kind of like to test it with my finger here like this. So it's flat, and then you want your bottom lip, just where the color starts on your lip, to go over your bottom teeth, and you don't want to press down hard on it. And when you're playing, you want your chin to be nice and low so that there's no pressure on your bottom teeth, so it's not uncomfortable. And when your embouchure is nice and open, it'll make sure that you don't squeak on your instrument. You don't want to bite. And so if you're biting, then you're going to squeak, and it's going to sound kind of warbly, and it won't sound like a nice and smooth sound. So you want it to be nice and open. And then you're going to want to place your top teeth on the mouthpiece. And I recommend having a mouthpiece cushion and it'll really help make your teeth more comfortable on the mouthpiece, and it'll protect the mouthpiece. And so you put your teeth in the center of your mouthpiece. You have your chin flat and your bottom lip covering your teeth like this. And then the last thing is making sure your top lip and your corners are engaged. Now this can be kind of tricky, and sometimes when you're playing, you can kind of have some air coming out. You can kind of hear that there's air coming out from your mouth at the same time, even though there is at the same time sound coming through your instrument. And so we don't want that, because that's going to make you get more tired and you're not going to have as much air for a longer phrase in your music. You're going to have to take breaths a lot faster. So to help strengthen your top lip and your corners, you can do a simple, it's kind of silly looking exercise, but you kind of want to think about engaging your top lip just a little bit in your corners. And you can just move your jaw up and down slowly. And you can move it in circles slowly from left to right. And I know it looks very silly, but it really helps strengthen your face muscles so that you can not have leaky corners or leaky air, and it'll help support your sound. Another thing you can do to strengthen your muscles is kind of do this choose cheese. So you want to just do your lips. It kind of moves your lips back and forth. So you go choose, and then you say cheese, choose, cheese, choose, cheese. If you do that just every once in a while throughout the day, that can help you strengthen your embouchure, and it'll be a lot easier to play. Over time, you will grow those muscles. They will get stronger. So once you have everything set up, you have your bottom lip and your top lip meeting in the center, meeting flat. You have your bottom lip over your bottom teeth, top teeth on here, and then you engage your top lip like this. Then it'll look like that when you're playing. So having this nice supported embouchure will really help you produce a nice sound. And it can be really hard to do this at first, but if you practice some of these exercises and making your face and having the open chin, it'll help you vibrate the reed better and have a nice and open sound and a full sound. So it'll kind of sound like this. And then you'll feel a lot better about playing. So to review a little bit, we have our embouchure like this, the like we said, the lips, the bottom and top teeth meet and everything, and we engage our top teeth and our top lip and our corners. And then to support our breath, we have a good posture, and we really just fill our lung capacity. We take a nice big breath every time we play so that we have a nice supported sound. And that's it for this video. I hope that this video was really helpful to you, and that they are really helping you improve your basics and your fundamentals. And if you are enjoying these videos, I encourage you to encourage other members in your ensemble to join MusicMastery.band so that everyone in your section can have good fundamentals and learn their music and have it mastered for every rehearsal. Remember that you get 3 requests per month as a member, and we are looking forward to helping you master your next piece of music.